Hello and welcome back. Today we're doing something a little differently. Today we're gonna be building multiple engines in the same video. So yeah. Now I see a lot of you love the viewer suggested engines, so yeah, we've been messing around with a lot of viewer suggested engines, and I just decided today that we're gonna do something a little more crazy. So, and also for those who are wondering what I've been doing or what I've been up to lately, it's gonna be something crazy. I have been busy outside of YouTube quite a bit, and as far as things go for now, it's gonna be fun, meaning the video. So we're gonna do 5 different engine builds in this video, and also we're gonna be talking about the different engines and what their purposes are, etc, etc. Like this engine behind you is a very fuel economic engine. Ooh, that's a fun word to say. It's going to be our most fuel efficient engine we've built, but also makes decent horsepower. And the other thing is, yeah, it's going to be a long video, so grab yourself some coffee, sit down and enjoy this video. Thank you in advance. So as you can see here, we're already making well over 300 horsepower, and we're doing it minimal boost, and we have 28% fuel efficiency, which it's pretty high for the engine style I went with, meaning 1.5 liters. An inline 3 engine. It's also a very similar displacement to a Ford Fiesta ST engine, which is also I believe it's a 3-cylinder engine. So we're gonna do a dyno run soon, because I'm very keen to hear what this engine sounds like. Because I think fuel economic engines sometimes can sound good, depending on who's building it and what its purpose is. This thing's purpose for now is gonna be just an engine I'm building, and later on I might use this in a chassis depending on what I'm building. Perhaps I build a tiny little car and go test it and see how far we can go on, let's say, 10 liters of petrol, or I believe it's 1 gallon or 2 gallons. I don't know the conversion too much. I'm not American, I'm just a simple dude on the internet, so yeah, anyway. So this thing is coming right along. We are making, again, 300 horsepower. We're at 29.3% fuel efficiency, so it's good. I like it. Gonna up the compression a little more, like that, perfect. I just don't like the waviness of the graph. It bothers me a little bit, but I think I have an idea what that could be. It may be something, interference in the engine, something. Maybe the engine isn't happy. But it'll be fine, So let's do our dyno runs. We're gonna be doing 2 dyno runs. Look at that small little engine. We're gonna do one looking at the graph, one looking at the engine. Let's go. See what it sounds like. This engine actually sounds pretty damn good. Thank you so much for this particular engine. So yes, thank you to the person who suggested it. Let's move on to the next engine, which is going to be a V6. So as you can see here, there's our small V6, meaning 3 liters. So it's going to be a fun style diesel engine. It's only going to run on gas, so it's not really a diesel engine per se, but I set it up the same way, so it's a large stroke with a small bore. It's going to be turbocharged. We're going to run it on I believe it's an LNG style fuel. And to me, the LNG style fuels work. And that intake manifold, so by the way, is the best one for what I would like to consider the power and torque reliability style engines. So yeah, we can actually rev this thing pretty hard. I was very surprised when I saw that we can rev this thing up to 7500 RPM. Which, that is somewhat unheard of for some diesels. I believe the diesels now, don't quote me on this, I believe some of the diesels now can get up to 5 or 6000 RPM, I believe, but I don't know why you would rev an engine that hard that isn't built for high RPM, for a diesel that is. I know diesel's measured in cetane rather than octane, I know the difference. but it's actually coming from one of you guys. Actually, one of you guys suggested to me that, you know, it's cetane or octane, same. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into that conversation because that's gonna take 5 hours. So our engineer is making 870 horsepower now. But I see that I want to make this thing somewhat reliable but also responsive, if that makes sense. Meaning it spools pretty quickly whenever you step on it. And our spool time now is around 3700 RPM, so that's not too bad. But I think we can do better. We're making a boatload of torque though. For a 3 liter V6 we're making 1265.9 newtons. So that's good. That's really good to know we're doing 1000 horsepower. So it's a very cool looking engine. I think it's been a fun engine to build so far. So we're gonna do 2 dyno runs, one looking at this beautiful engine and one looking at the graph. So let's see what this engine sounds like. I do hope it's good. So let's find out. Okay, this engine sounds actually pretty damn cool, so thank you to the person who suggested that, and yeah, let's get on to our next engine build, which is gonna be another 4-cylinder, well, our first 4-cylinder really. So it's gonna be a 1000cc 4-cylinder, it's gonna be a pretty spicy engine. This is from you guys again. You guys, thank you to the people who suggested engines to me, and yeah, keep them coming, because I like reading your guys' comments, because it makes me smile. Because I have more videos to do. In all honesty, I love it. It's one of those things I just enjoy doing. It's bringing wonderful content to you, my audience. So we're gonna run this thing on E85. Because, yeah, I need to make a lot of power out of this engine. I think we can do... let's say 500 as a median target. I don't think we're gonna do 500, but... it's fine. We have a 12,000 RPM rev limiter, so there's that. This thing is making already great power. Let's make it somewhat more rev happy. I think it's gonna be happier that way, so to speak. Once we really start laying in the boost. So we're making almost 400 horsepower now. Now that's gonna be a common thing with these engines, especially this small displacement turbocharged. When you ever make this turbocharger smaller, you start running into issues like this. Where it starts to, well, explode. The exhaust housing starts to explode because there's not enough room for it, so it overheats and then, well, yeah, it does what it does. So let's see if we can't make a little more power up ahead. Ooh, I might need to change that. 500 horsepower. Ooh. So let's, okay, so we're gonna do a little more cam profile as well as increase our exhaust side of the turbocharger. So we're making almost 500 horsepower, so my median target is almost met. Considering this isn't a nitro engine or a methanol engine, just a simple, well, 500 horsepower 1000cc engine, which that's not really too simple. So yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see if we're going to get a little more out of it. I think we can. Considering we have a pretty good rev range. Like this thing has, well, not rev range, but a pretty good spool time, so to speak. Because our turbo lights up pretty damn quickly. We're gonna have to add more spring enough attention, I see. Let's go do that. Let's find it. There we go. Oh well, over 600 horsepower. I did not expect we're gonna go that way. But I guess one of my engines that we're building. So yeah, anyway. Let's do 2 dyno runs. We can one look at this beautiful engine, one look at the graph. So let's see what this thing sounds like. Hope it's good. engine. So yeah, let's move on to our next engine. It's gonna be a B58 engine. Yes, I said that correctly. We're building a B58 engine. It's been a pretty controversial engine to speak of, so to speak, because of where it's been placed in. I.e. it's gonna be the Toyota Supra, the new Mark V. It's not my favorite car to begin with, but you know, BMW powered, I mean, I can see why they went with BMW power, because it's a pretty damn reliable engine. At least what I could find, meaning the sources I could find. It's been a pretty damn reliable engine, because it's a 3-liter engine, it's a inline 6, so you already have nostalgia behind you because of it. I mean, the legendary engines you can speak of that is 3 liters is the 2JZ, and I believe it's the N54 as well as also a 3-liter, I believe. Correct me in the comments if you have more knowledge to me. I can't remember it on the top of my head right now. Ooh, no, wait, put my phone in front of me. Ooh, let me go find that out while we're building this quickly, this engine. Oh, fuck. That's fine. Whatever. We're always making 1,000 horsepower though, which, you know, it's good. I love this engine already. I'm not too big of a fan of this particular engine, but it's still a cool engine to speak of. I think we can make a lot of power out of this engine. 1,000 horsepower is a pretty damn good way of starting it. So yeah, let's see. Almost 1,100 horsepower, so let's try and get there. I do think we can get there without too much of a problem. So yeah, anyway, the beautiful N54 is a 3-liter engine. It was produced from 2006 on to 2016. 2016? No, 2013. Pretty cool engine. It makes a boatload of power. It's very reliable, and it is known as the German 2JZ. Now that's a pretty bold statement to make because of what it is. I think it's a cool engine. I think the B58 can be cool, but it depends on whoever is building it and what chassis does it go into. Because in my opinion, you need to pull out the B58 out of the Supra and put the 2J back where it belongs. At least that's my opinion, and I would love to do that. That would be something I would do. Just as a normal fun street car. You know, make 600 wheel horsepower, rear-wheel drive with a manual 6-speed, either a TR 6060 or a one of the thermic units. I believe it's thermic units. The Magnum transmission. Anyway, doing 2 engine pulls now. One looking at this beautiful engine, one looking at the graph. So yeah, let's see what it sounds like. Thank you to the person who suggested that engine. Next up is our final engine. It's gonna be a pretty damn spicy engine, because we're building another 2.5 flat 6, flat 4, excuse me, flat 4, ooh, flat 4. And yes, this is gonna be a nitro engine, and yes, it's gonna be crazy. So let's start by building a wonderful bottom end, and let's go to the top end now. Of course, we're gonna run VVT on everything, and we're also gonna be running it with twin turbos instead of a single turbo, because I want to experiment a little more and see maybe make more horsepower. And of course my favorite fuel, which is nitromethane, the stuff that will burn your eyes and bugger your lungs because of how spicy it is. So yeah, we're already making 1200 horsepower now. We're gonna make it a boatload more. I think I just need to go and lower our stroke a little more, just to make it a little better. There's still gonna be 2.5 liters, just gonna be a small stroke, 2.5 liter. So not really based on any particular engine out there. i.e. super engines. The stuff that I love. Super engines is one of those things I love. My favorite super engine ever developed is the EJ257, which, you know, it came out during, I believe it's just after or during the Colin McRae era. And yes, I'm a big rally guy. I love rally. My favorite years of rally is Group B. Simple. Because back then manufacturers threw caution towards the wind and made a whole load of fast cars that were just awesome. We're talking the Audi Quattro, we're talking the Ford RS200. Those are some of my favorite cars. The other cars I didn't really remember too good, but those were the hero cars. Whenever I would want any form of rally, those are the cars I was looking at, because they're damn awesome. Anyway, getting sidetracked. Ooh, squirrels. So let's see. Can we make more horsepower? I believe we can. So let's try fix a couple of things. See, our engine is not happy. So the VGT starts buggering and we have to switch to the twin scroll unit, meaning rear housing. So that's gonna be a little more work, so to speak. It's gonna be a little more laggy though, which that's the nature of the twin scroll housing. VGT you can control everything, and I have a video on my channel somewhere. I'll probably find it, and if I don't, just remind me to put the card up. If I don't remember, so it's been a long video so far. But it's a fun video. I'm enjoying building these wonderful engines, making whole loads of horsepower. So we're making, I'm aiming for around 2500 horsepower, we're almost there, so we're now just over 2500 horsepower. So there we go, look at carbon fiber infused aluminum machine. So let's see what it sounds like. I do think it's gonna sound absolutely awesome, so let's find out. If you stayed to this part of the video, thank you so much, because it's been a long one. Anyways guys, if you like what you see here and you would like to see more, do hit that subscribe button, because I have a feeling you would love it around here. But anyways guys, that's all from me for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.